It's official. Women's MMA is now better than boxing. Now this is coming from a former pugilist at the Ringside Gym on Wilson Avenue, Earl Charity's Golden Gym down there in Youngstown, Ohio. I used to train down there. And I'm telling you right now that women's MMA is better than men's boxing, whatever. It's just better. It's official. When I won't even talk about the guys that fought tonight. I watched the whole card this and that, but the women put on some great fights right now. Let me ask you something. Everyone in boxing wants to see Pacquiao versus Mayweather, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I want to see Rousey and Cyborg. If you put them fights coinciding on the same night, guess what would draw more? The women's fight. Trust me when I tell you. Ronda Rousey right now is like Mike Tyson with skill. She's unbeatable at this juncture. We all know Mike Tyson was that guy that beat up tomato cans, this and that. Mike Tyson, when he fought someone bigger than him, that had skill, that bullied him, he was nothing. And I love Tyson. He's one of my favorite fighters ever. But let's face the facts, he was too small to be a heavyweight. I stood next to him one time in Eastwood Mall, and now as I always about 5'8", 5'9". He's no bigger than that. But I'm telling you now, women's MMA is better, by far superior than men's boxing. Trust me when I tell you that. It's not even close. Ronda Rousey right now, I just don't see anyone in the MMA world right now that can beat her. Honestly, I can say she can beat up some of the men in MMA. She's just a beast. And a good-looking one at that. I mean, she's an animal. And you can tell that she genuinely hates her opponents. Even after the fight, she don't even look at them or give them any credit. She's a trained killer. She don't like nobody. And I'll tell you what, she's a scary woman. Oh, the beast of my stature ain't scary, but I'll tell you what, there are men that are on YouTube right now would be in fucking sheer terror at the sight of her. But I'm telling you right now, she's a trained killer. I don't see her being beaten by any woman out there. And the other women's fights, Miesha Tate fight, they were all good fights tonight, and I'm just telling you right now, flat out, women's MMA just dominates men's boxing. No one even cares about men's boxing. Like I said, Pacquiao, Mayweather, and you put Rousey and Cyborg up on the same night, guess what's drawing more? MMA, guarantee. But like I said, my hat's off. Look, I'll take it off. My hat's off to Ronda Rousey because, I mean, you're just a beast. She just straight up annihilated this Sarah Kaufman, who was a women's champion at one time. And the problem with Kaufman is, I mean, you couldn't get no punches off because Ronda Rousey was just, she ain't gonna allow you to. She dictates the fight how you fight her. She's just a beast. I'm shocked at how good she is at this juncture of all junctures before and after. And like I said, the other women's fights were all good. They had this one girl, I don't even know her name, whatever. She fought some Chinese broad. It was nothing but a 3-round war. I mean, these fights were all entertaining. You go to a boxing match right now, it's boring as hell. So it's official. Boxing is now dead. Women's MMA topples boxing by far. No comparison right now. And I'm a former pugilist, believe me when I tell you. It used to pain me to talk about MMA, but I've recognized it now. It's just a more superior sport, this and that. And the fighters in MMA right now are so much more advanced than they were, 3 or 4 years ago? It's crazy. It's crazy what we're going to see in the next 10 years of MMA. We'll be like super weapons and shit. Rousey is like Christiana Loken in T3. She couldn't be stopped. She was beating up Arnold Schwarzenegger. Believe me, she would beat up half the men. Not half the men, but she'd beat up a lot of men in MMA. Trust me when I tell you. So, you heard it here first. The death of boxing is now in formation. Women's MMA is better than professional boxing. Right now, you heard it here first. It ain't even close. For real. Seriously, it ain't even close.